Hello and welcome to Business Standard Views of the Week. What is the major risk faced by emerging market financial assets in 2021? Who are the winners and losers from the COVID pandemic? What must the government do to avoid a third wave? Subscribe to Business Standard and read this week's top opinion pieces to find out. We start with a piece that looks at the future of the emerging markets asset class. Will we see another taper tantrum in 2021? Will the emerging market asset class once again suffer? With the weaker economies hit disproportionately? Akash Prakash's latest column answers these questions as shades of 2013 start emerging again. Next up, we have a column on where the Indian economy is headed. Those in charge are confident that the economy will shrug off the second COVID wave's impact. On the other hand, as casualties were much greater in the second wave, some have concluded that it would inflict an even greater toll on the economy than the first wave. T.T. Rammohan's latest column reveals which side is likely to be proved right. Moving from India to the wider global economy, which country has come out on top economically as COVID appears to recede? Where does India find itself standing? In his latest column, Shankar Acharya analyzes numbers on growth and levels of GDP to find out the winners and losers from the pandemic disaster. Next up, we have an incisive piece on the changing global order. China's view regarding its place in the international order will have important consequences for the world at large and India in particular. Shyam Saran's latest piece answers two important questions. Does India see its interest in overturning the existing order entirely? And is there a credible possibility of such a thing coming to pass? On the topic of China and its impact on the world, the idea that the COVID-19 virus might have leaked out from China's Wuhan Institute of Virology has gained currency in recent times. Shekhar Gupta unravels the theory's long journey from the margins of conspiracy to the mainstream, along with how the finest minds from all over the world, including India, come together to challenge a superpower desperate to keep an awful secret. Moving on, we bring you a Business Standard editorial comment that suggests ways to give the floundering vaccination drive a booster shot. With regard to vaccines, the return to centralized purchasing is a welcome move, but the most vexed policy question in this domain has not been clearly answered yet. Business Standard lists out what the government's next steps must be to make India's vaccination drive a success. Staying with the theme of combating COVID, in the past 14 abnormal months, India's official COVID toll has reached 360,000 lives. However, most commentators think this is an underestimate. TN9N makes the case for a move that would not only incentivize families of victims to report deaths properly so that we get more accurate death statistics, but also build pressure on governments to bring the situation under control. We bring this episode of Business Standard Views of the Week to a close with an editorial comment on how to avoid a third COVID wave. The number of confirmed COVID-19 infections in India has been steadily declining since a peak in early May. Many cities, including Delhi, are gradually reopening. With the second wave in the rearview mirror, Business Standard provides a policy prescription for avoiding an even more devastating third wave. Find the links to these columns and editorials in the video description below. For more insights and analysis in the world of business, finance, and politics, subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views, and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and LinkedIn.